Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. This is my weekly Wanted or Don't series. Let me just, please tell me I've got this. No, yep, we're all good, we're all good. We got all the right things muted and all the right things. I just started my live stream without putting some lip balm on. Just give me a second. I'm going to use you guys as a mirror. Sorry. There we go. I feel like my lips dry out when I talk a lot, so I've always got to have lip balm on. Anyway, weekly Wanted or Don't series. This is my version of a Will I Buy It series. It's mostly an anti-haul lately because we are there's not much good stuff coming out lately. I'm just going to say that. You guys probably agree. There's not much good stuff coming out lately. So it's probably more of an anti-haul of late than a Will I Buy It. There's not much that if you see the pigsty around me, I have been buying things, but most of them haven't really been new releases. So that being said, welcome to the community. If you are here live, jump on in the live chat. Let me know you're here. I'll do my disclaimer before we get on into everything. This is a safe place for you to share your opinion. We're all grown-ups here. We're all big girls, big boys, like whatever you like to be referred to as. We're grown adults, and we can handle if somebody has a different opinion to us. So it's a safe place for you to share your opinion. It's a safe place for me to share my opinion. It's just a good old great time. We have a good chit chat about makeup. If you don't like listening to people smack talk your favorite beauty brands, or disagree or not like your favorite influencer brand, your favorite influencer collab, if you have trouble hearing negative things about your favorite brands, then this is probably not the place for you. But on the flip side, if you are trying to learn how to save more money, be a little bit more critical, be a little bit more analytical about what's coming out in the beauty community as of late, then this is definitely the place for you. Beauty is subjective. Everyone has a different opinion about beauty. Everyone has different tastes when it comes to the beauty industry and makeup and beauty, skincare, everything related to beauty. So we're always going to disagree to some extent. So that all being said, we have Betty Boomer here. Welcome, beautiful. We also have Stevie, we have Carolyn, and Kylie has also joined us this morning. Good morning to all of you beautiful, beautiful people out there. It's the first time I've ever been this early. I'm so glad to have you so early. Okay, as always, I do follow a couple of different accounts on Instagram. So the first one being Kat and Haley, who run the Instagram profile Beauty News Official. So they have the Instagram page Beauty News Official, and they also have the channel on YouTube being Beauty News. I also follow Trend Mood, where there's any gaps in the the stuff on Beauty News, and also Indie Makeup Spotlight, which is run by Amy from the channel Amy Loves Makeup here on YouTube, and she has only indie makeup. So we're all good, and I like to share my screen with you so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't already followed me on Instagram, this is my handle. I think all of you that are here follow me on Instagram. So you guys are ace. Betty, yes, I did recognize your profile picture when I saw you, because I have in the back end of YouTube, there's like a list of all of the members, and when I saw your name, I was like, who on earth is Betty Boomer? And then I was like, oh wait, no, it's Philadelphia. She's changed her name. But you did have me confused for a little bit until I had a look at your profile picture. Okay, now where did we get up to? I'm not going to talk about this because we've just seen like information that is happening. We've just seen information that's happening. We don't have any information about what's actually in the collection. And I do believe we've already spoken about this one. Maybe we haven't. No, I don't think we have. So this is a new by Terry pressed version of their hyaluronic hydro powder. So I think their hydro powder, the loose version, has been out for ages, that's this one. And I think it has, because I remember getting a sample of it it might have been my last Beauty Loop box or the one before that. To be honest, I haven't even tried it yet, but I did get told that it was really good. You just have to be not liberal with the powder. But they're coming out with a pressed version. So if you prefer pressed powders over loose powders, I know some people do, then you can get it in a pressed version now, which is cool. Okay, I know there's a lot of thoughts about this palette. This is the new Natasha Denona Glam palette. I've heard a lot of things from the community during the week about this palette. I know there's a lot of people that are a bit up in arms about the names of the shades, and like, I don't find the names of the shades as offensive as some people do, but I do think it's a little bit strange. Like, I think it's a little bit weird, like specifying what you would be using these for. Yeah, I just think it's a little bit weird. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't think you necessarily, like this one, I'm not always going to use it in my crease. Like, I might use this on my outer corner or to smoke a shade out. And same with these ones. Like, I probably would never put this on my brow bone. Like, I don't really put highlighter under my brow. I don't really like the way it looks. And especially because I have like, I feel like this part of my like eyes is a little bit more prominent. It's a little bit more meaty, and I feel like when I do highlight that area, it just emphasizes that like meatiness, that meaty part of my eye. So I don't like, I'm not offended by the shade names. I just think it's stupid. Like, I just think it's a waste of time. Just let people put their eyeshadow where they're going to put their eyeshadow. Like, don't like put it in a box and say this is only for the center of the lid. Like, I just think it's a little bit weird. I just think it's a little bit stupid. And when somebody is, I don't know if these actually have different names, whether like on the back it has a different name, but when a poor like, this is just purely from a YouTube perspective, but when a poor influencer is like showing this palette and trying to do a tutorial or something on it, they're going to be like, now I'm going with the center eyelid color, but there's like 5 center eyelid colors in the palette. So how do you like specify which particular one without showing the palette to your audience that you're using that one? That's just purely from an influencer point of view. I don't think it makes it easy to promote and advertise this palette. I would much prefer just shade names. Yeah, so in terms of the colors, I know there's been a lot of, not controversy, but I did watch the Beauty News episode on Friday where Kat and Haley talked about this palette, and I know Kat got very heated about this palette and like how Natasha Denona, good marketing, brought out the bronze palette and then this palette after that to make people buy more makeup. And she's done like a complete split of them instead of doing a palette where they're combined, which probably will be the next palette, will be like a neutral palette with both cool and warm tones in it, probably. And that way people will have like all 3 of her palettes. But for people that like a good split of cool and warms in a palette, you need to buy both separately to be able to get like a good all-round neutral palette that has a good mix of both warm and cool tones. And I don't know. I'm not going to buy this. I don't know. I just think Natasha Denona's formula is overrated, to be honest. I've always kind of thought that it's a little bit overrated. Just compared, especially in Australia, because her stuff in Australia is very expensive. So I just think it's a little bit overrated for the price that it is in Australia. Like these palettes, I think these ones in Australia are $112 or something, I think. Okay. Oh gosh. Stevie says add to cart. Kylie says I agree with Kat on this. I think this should have been called the bronze palette, not the last one they brought, which looked more like a copper palette to me. Yes, I agree. I agree with that as well. I agree with that. But once again, like colors, people see colors differently as well. Like I know every time I've kind of spoken to, I'm just going to have to mute you guys for a second. Okay. Yeah, people see colors very differently. So like what one person calls like a brown, some people might call like something else. So people see colors very differently. And yeah, I think it's a hard one. But I do agree that the last one looked a little bit more coppery than and more like on the golden side of browns than it did on like the proper bronze palettes. Rachel, good morning, Rachel. It's so good to see you. Rachel says, I have the mini glam and do like it. Will buy the bigger one. I rarely even look at the shade names. Yeah, I agree with you. Shade names are more like, when I say like I prefer shade names purely from like an Instagrammer, like YouTuber point of view, I prefer shade names just because it's easier to like if you're posting a photo on Instagram, if you're posting a photo on Instagram, you can say I used this color in the crease, I used this color on the outer corner, and I used this color on the lid. So I think from like conveying what you used from the palette to create a certain look, if somebody's wanting to recreate it, shade names are better, and I prefer shade names just for that aspect. But on like an everyday basis, when I'm just doing my makeup for work, I like never look at the shade names. Carolyn says, I'm keen on this palette and wasn't for the bronze at all, but I have the ABH Sultry, saw it swatched by Morgan Turner side by side, and it's very similar. Interesting. I don't have the Sultry though. I have the Soft Glam, but I never picked up the Sultry. I think I might buy the mini glam. Yeah, I think if you are interested and like if you're only going to use a few shades from this palette, the mini might be the way to go. Like if there's only a few shades in this one that really stand out to you, I think the mini is probably a good way to go. They say by number, but still confusing when you can rearrange. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you guys keep I have the mini glam. It's okay. Won't be buying the big mama though. I had a Natasha Denona mini palette accident in the last Sephora sale, glam retro and gold. Oh, everyone keeps talking about the retro one. She said in comments she's planning a colorful palette. Okay, Stevie's confirmed it's $111 in Australia, these size palettes. Sounds like a great accident. I have nude and retro. It was an expensive accident. Yes. Stevie says, I done my first look with the bronze palette and loved it more than I planned. So I'll be one of those people getting this palette and combining. I have the mini, but it's different shades. I done that the last sale. I was very, very good. I did not buy anything in the Sephora sale that just went. I didn't even look. I was like, if I look, I'm going to start wanting to buy things. I'm going to be like, oh, that's new. I'll try that. So I didn't even look. I was very controlled, and I was like, I cannot spend any more money in August. So I didn't even bother looking. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Yes. And apparently these ones off what Stevie has just said about mixing the palettes, apparently these ones, the Natasha Denona ones, are super easy to pop in and out. I'm not buying anything this sale because they haven't released the chromatically yet. Yeah, they'll probably release just after that. Was there a sale? I didn't know because I've brought so much else. Actually, it might even still be going. Or has it just finished? Does it finish? I think it might finish today. I think it was the 2nd to the 6th of September. It's just a 20% off sale in Sephora. I'm almost certain that they'll probably do another one in October, like at the end of October for Black Friday. I was actually really surprised, and I feel like we were talking about it like a couple of weeks ago. I was thinking about buying something, and we were talking about when the next sale's on, And we were like, oh, it won't be until like Black Friday. So I went ahead and brought my purchases. And then 2 days later, I got the email from Sephora saying, it's sale time again. I was like, this happens to me every single time. Every damn time I buy something, a couple of days later, there's a sale. Okay, we've all seen the, PR unboxings and reviews, the first impressions of Rare Beauty sweeping across the internet this past week. So Rare Beauty is Selena Gomez's brand. I've got confirmation that my Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson palette has shipped. Oh, that's so exciting. I really hope that you love that palette. Their shipping is actually pretty good. Like, I feel like my order from Sydney Grace got here pretty quickly, considering it came all the way from America. Yeah, so this is the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. So it's supposed to challenge unrealistic standards of perfection, all that, yeah, feel good stuff. But we have lots of products. Like, I feel like this is a huge launch, like a huge first launch for a brand. And to be honest, I'm pretty impressed. I know that I swear that I saw somewhere that this is a Kendo brand, but I don't remember where I saw it. I've seen a few people like speculating, but I was like, I'm sure it got announced somewhere. I'm sure it got announced somewhere that it was a Kendo brand, but I could just be making that up. I could just be making an assumption, but it would definitely have been, money from someone. Like, that's what I think. Like, I think that she's the face, and then it'll be the money from someone just because of the huge initial launch. I think that it's probably Kendo. It might be like, what is it, luxury designer brands or something like that. I think it'll be someone like that is basically like funding this and providing the manufacturers for this brand. But I'm almost certain I saw somewhere it was Kendo. Anyway, moving on. So we have the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. I've actually heard pretty good things about this foundation. I will say, I don't know what it is, but it's probably just going to be me alone in this thought, but I hate the packaging. I hate this stupid ball thing on the end. I just don't like it. I think it's unnecessary. I think it just makes it bulky and chunky and annoying. And as well, if they are wanting like makeup artists to start using this and promoting this is just taking up too much space in a makeup artist kit. It's too big and bulky. I don't like it, but that's probably just personal opinion. I don't know if any of you agree with me on that, but I've heard good things. I've heard really good things about the foundation. I think I saw Samantha Ravndale rave about the foundation. I think I even saw Manny MUA. He was like, oh, this is quite nice. And I think Raw Beauty Christy liked it as well. She wasn't quite happy with the shade of the foundation, I think, that they sent her, but I think I remember her saying she quite liked the foundation. They have a good range of colors. It doesn't exactly say how many colors. And then we have brightening concealer, which also has a good range of colors. I think we have the Lip Souffle Matte Cream Lipsticks. I think this is like, it's amazing. It's an amazing like first launch for a brand. Then we have the liquid blush. Now these are beautiful, but I have seen a few people say that they, like, I saw Raw Beauty Christy end up with like blush all over her face. And I think she had a little bit of trouble blending it out. So this is like a little by little kind of liquid blush, I reckon. And we have highlighters. I haven't heard the greatest things about the highlighters. And what are these again? These are the liquid illuminated. These are the With Gravity Dew lip balms. And then we also have, there's no photo of that. So I'm just going to scroll right back to the start here. Okay. Then we have the Brow Harmony Pencil and Gel, which is not pictured in this photo. Then we have the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. and always an Optimist 4-in-1 primer and setting mist. Liquid Touch foundation brush. So there are a few brushes as well. We've got a foundation brush, a concealer, a sponge. I have not heard the greatest things about the sponge. Everyone that I've seen review the collection said the sponge is like shit. Like it's totally crap. And then this is the one thing that I'm kind of interested in. Where is it listed? It's the Blot and Glow Touch-Up Kit, $26 US. That's this thing here in the middle here. So on one side, we have a packet of blotting papers, and then on the other side, we have a blotting powder. And then you can get refills, like individual refills. You don't have to buy the whole compact. You can get refills of the blotting paper, and you can get refills of the powder puff. I do think that this is a little bit big and bulky, but I love the design of it. I love how they've included both of them in the one thing, and then once you use up one, you can pop it out and put a new one in. I love refillable packaging. I love when brands think more of like an eco-friendly kind of way of doing things. And, you know, considering the bulky packaging, I don't think they really care all that much about the environment, but I think the refill aspect is super cool. And I love how it's all in the one compact. I think it's a little bit bulky and chunky, but I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. And if you're super oily and you do tend to use blotting papers on a daily basis, and you tend to like blot powder-wise after you take the oil off, I think this is a great little set. It just depends on what the powder is like, because if the powder's crap, then there's no point in buying it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a very cool initial launch. I would be interested in trying the foundation and the concealer. Possibly I think we also have, this is an eyeliner. I think there's an eyeliner as well. Yes, Perfect Stroke Matte Liquid Liner. And I think it's a brush tip. So I'm all about brush tip eyeliners. I love brush tip eyeliners. Felt tips always bleed on me. So if I'm going to have an eyeliner, it needs to be a brush tip. I will say it doesn't look like it's the finest tip though. I love a really tiny, tiny, tiny fine tip on my eyeliners. I can take or leave the lip products. Not really interested in the illuminators. And yeah, that's about it. I think it's a really good initial launch. I don't like the doe foot aspect of everything though. I really don't like having a doe foot or a spatula kind of mechanism on a foundation particularly. Concealer I can deal with because I tend not to get any kind of breakouts under my eyes, but I just find doe foot's kind of icky and gross. Concealers I tend to get through, barring Shape Tape, concealers I tend to get through within like maybe 1 to 2 months. So I feel like it's not as bad, whereas foundations normally take maybe 3 to 4 months depending on the amount of foundation. And if I'm like putting that all over my face, I just don't like it. It's a bit icky. So yeah. And as well, if they are wanting makeup artists to use these products and promote these products as like a pro-backed kind of product, having doe foots is not a good idea. I don't like doe foots. It's just harder to keep sanitary. I would much rather a completely sealed bottle with a pump on it. And then you're not putting as much air into your products all the time as well, especially your foundation, like chucking the air in there all the time disrupts the formula. Not great. Kylie says, I've seen a few videos on Rare Beauty products. I'm strangely tempted by them. Not my usual style, but these products all seem to perform really well. I agree with you. Like, I'm totally the same. From the reviews that I've seen of particularly the foundation and concealer, when I saw the initial like ads and promos for the brand, I was like, probably not going to buy this brand. It's going to be like a tinted moisturizer kind of brand. But the reviews and like first impressions I've seen so far on the foundations have been really positive, and it seems like they are like a really nice illuminating foundation, but with a bit more of a fuller coverage, not so sheer like some illuminating foundations can be. I think it seems to have a good, decent coverage on it. Brought 3 to our Xmas present. Oh my gosh, your daughters are so lucky, Carolyn. Geez, I wish you were my mum. Yes. I saw Samantha Ravendale's video. She thought the standout products were base, foundation, and blush. I'm torn with this brand. It seems like a good natural brand, but seeing it's all very one-toned. But they all have a doe foot. Yeah, yes, freaking doe foots. Highly pigmented blush from what I saw. Yes, I think nearly everyone I saw apply the blush put way too much on and then tried to blend it out. They just had like this blush streak across their faces, so they're trying to blend it out. Betty says they do look like a Kendo brand, I have to say. Yeah, I agree with you. Like they've given me Kendo vibes. Agree, kind of Fenty vibes. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of people say that they get Fenty vibes when they look at this brand. Obviously, Fenty is a lot more fuller coverage, but if it is a Kendo brand, I think Kendo are doing a really smart job. Like they've got Fenty where it's more like fuller coverage. It's really like full on color, especially with their lip products. So they've got really quite bright lip products. Even their blushes there's some really quite bright colors in their blushes. And then this one is more on like the natural, no makeup look kind of side. So they've got 2 brands, if it is Kendo, they've got 2 brands that kind of cover the spectrum of what people are looking for. All right, just another second. Alrighty, didn't think you would want to listen to me stirring my coffee. Okay, MAC have a new Viva Glam lipstick. This time it is with Rosalina, I think it is, .vt. She's an international icon. Rosalina stars as the new face of MAC Viva Glam. Can I just say, she is absolutely gorgeous. She is stunning. And look at her lips. Oh my gosh. She is gorge. So this is a new Viva Glam lipstick. It is debuting an all-new limited edition shade to celebrate 26 years of giving back. So for those of you that don't know, Viva Glam is part of their lipstick range. It's called the Viva Glam range, and I think it's 100%. I'm almost certain it's 100% of the proceeds from the Viva Glam lipsticks goes to the MAC AIDS Foundation, and they help people suffering with AIDS to basically try and live as normal as possible life. I think they help them with treatment and different things like that. So I think it's an absolutely fantastic foundation, and I think they've raised like a lot of money over the 26 years they've had it. They've raised so much money. So like if you want to, they're all pretty much red. They're like red lipsticks to some degree. They've got different undertone reds and all that jazz. If you ever want a red lipstick from MAC, maybe try and pick up one of the Viva Glam lipsticks, because then the money that you spend on the lipstick goes to their foundation to help people suffering with AIDS. And I think this lipstick is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous color. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it. It's a red lipstick and it's raising money for a good cause. What else was I going to say about this? I know they've had a few different people throughout the 26 years be like the face of the Viva Glam. I know they've had RuPaul, and I think maybe has Rihanna been a face? I think Rihanna may have been a face as well. They've had a few different faces of the campaign and kind of like the foundation since its inception. It's cool to see, you know, different faces promoting it. All right. New set of lashes from Bouquet Beauty. Jacob is like pumping out the lashes at the moment. So these are supposed to be a light medium density, made from synthetic fibers once again. So these are vegan and cruelty free, handmade, bound to an invisible band for maximum comfort. I love it when lashes have an invisible band. I have a pair of lashes in my lash collection that I tried to put on the other day, and they have one of those really thick black bands. God, they were like impossible to put on. I ended up giving up because it was so stiff and chunky. I was just like, I cannot deal with this. So these are 12 Australian dollars. And as always, if you do want to get 15% off any of the lashes from Bouquet Beauty, you can use the code BeautyNews15 and you'll get 15% off site-wide, which obviously makes them even cheaper. I think he's promoting these as like the perfect like bridal lash. Yeah, designed to be the perfect bride lash. Cool. Cool. If I wore fake lashes every day, or like every time I put my makeup on for filming or anything like that, I would try some of his lashes, but I have a stash of lashes that I never touch. I wear them like once in a blue moon. I just find them too annoying to put on, and I feel like every time I've tried to put lashes on, I've ruined my eye makeup. So I'm too scared when I have like a really nice eye makeup. I'm too scared to put a pair of lashes on in case I ruin my eye makeup. Next up, we have a product from Pharmacy Beauty. This is their Honey Halo. So this is supposed to be a ultra hydrating ceramide moisturizer. It's hard to talk about skincare. What else do we have in it? We have vitamin E. We have fig fruit extract. Leaves skin smooth and supple. It's $45 US for 50 mils. That's expensive. We've got buckwheat honey. Sounds good. Sounds really good. Honey is supposed to be really good for your skin, so I wouldn't be against buying this. I think, is Pharmacy stocked at Sephora Australia now? I think Pharmacy's in Sephora Australia, or some of their products. I've seen them somewhere, or maybe it's Beauty Bay. I can't remember. I can't keep up. Okay, next we have some products from Makeup or Revolution Skincare, sorry. These are a new range of eye creams. So we have a revitalizing caffeine eye cream. We've got a cooling one. We've got a color perfecting eye cream, hydrating hyaluronic, toning retinol eye cream, and a overnight eye cream. These are all $12 US each. I hate how they're a doe foot, especially skincare. Like I hate, yeah, I'm not about the doe foot with my skincare stuff. I think it's cool to see lower priced brands try and bring out or expand the range of skincare that they cover, but I wouldn't trust it. I don't know what it is about Revolution, anything Revolution or Makeup Revolution, I don't really trust. So I'm not willing to give it a try, and I don't like that it's a doe foot. I think it's really stupid. I think for an eye cream, it should be in a tiny little tub, which I don't enjoy, but I would prefer that over a doe foot, or in a little airless pump. That's how I would like my eye creams. Yes. Okay. Everyone is saying Pharmacy is at Sephora Australia. Cool. I wasn't wrong. We have some more liquid eyeshadows. I feel like everyone is on the liquid eyeshadow bandwagon at the moment. Morphe is still in 2019, 2018, because these are just liquid eyeshadows. They're not really multi-chrome liquid eyeshadows or like anything really exciting. But if you do want liquid eyeshadows that are on the cheaper side, these might be the way to go. I don't understand. Oh, okay. These come in trios though, so you get them in the 3 set. How much are they? Okay, these are only going to be 23 Australian dollars for the trio, so it's not too badly priced if you are wanting a set of liquid eyeshadows. But as always, I always kind of steer clear of liquid eyeshadows because I have so many in my collection that I don't use and they are drying out. So I would much prefer to, what's Velocity? That's that one. Holographic Lilac. Don't agree. Yeah, I would much prefer to use up the ones that I have in my collection before bringing more into my collection that are going to dry out. This is supposed to be a lightweight formula. It's going to be working it overtime. Okay. The only thing that I will say about the lightweight formula, I'm just thinking potentially it could be more on the sheerer side. You might need to build it up a bit more. I'm not quite sure. Because these are the marketing photos, so obviously they're going to make their product look perfect before they take the photo. So I would personally watch a tutorial or like a review on these before I buy them, just to see what the formula is like, because these are really built up. I'm always wary of makeup brands that release skincare and vice versa. The formula is so different. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, especially brands like Makeup Revolution. I'm like, oh, really? Like, your makeup's not that great, so surely your skincare's probably not going to be much better. Next, we have a product from Glow Recipe. Glow Recipe have brought out a few new products lately. This is the Plum. I feel like I'm going to struggle with this. The Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum. So this is supposed to be a silky water gel texture infused with juicy plum and 5 molecule weights of next-gen hyaluronic acid that fills each skin layer with hydration for visibly plumper skin, combined with vegan collagen, vegan silk proteins, lightweight, oil-free serum, deeply hydrates dry, dehydrated skin, diminishes the appearance of visible fine lines for healthy bounce and youthful skin. This sounds amazing. This sounds absolutely amazing. Even though I have quite oily skin, my skin can get quite dehydrated at times. So this sounds like the perfect serum for me, especially when it says that like it's a lightweight formula, it's oil-free, and it's supposed to help dehydrated skin. This is like ticking all the boxes for me. I will say though, lots of claims, as Carolyn is saying, lots of claims. It's $42 US, so it's probably going to be like $70 Australian maybe. If I was going to try this, I probably would wait for one of the Glow Recipe Christmas sets. And if it comes in a Christmas set where there's no watermelon shit in it, I'll buy it, because the few products that I have tried from Glow Recipe, I have enjoyed. So I wouldn't be against getting more of their products in like a sample set, as long as the set doesn't have any of that crappy watermelon stuff in it. That sounds good, actually. Plum plump, lots of claims. Lol, yes. I think it's in one of the kits already, but not 100%. Yes, I'd love a sample set. Ooh, is it in a kit already? Hang on. Just checking out Mecca right now. This sounds really good. And for those of you that are new, I don't like watermelon. I don't like the scent of watermelon, don't like the taste of watermelon. So that's why I'm so against any of their watermelon stuff being in a set, because it would just be a waste for me. Mind you, I could give it to someone. I probably could give it to my bestie. I'm sure she wouldn't say no, but I'd prefer something else. Let me see. I feel like Mecca has been semi-good lately with the new releases. Like, they had that NARS palette for a decent while before NARS even announced it. So I do feel like Mecca's have been semi-good with getting releases lately. What's that one got? Oh, and they've got the papaya enzyme on it already too. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to be on the lookout for a Christmas set that has this one in it. And hopefully there's no watermelon spray in it. Or what is it, the watermelon moisturizer or something. But this sounds really good. I'm keen, I'm interested, I'm down. I might try this eventually. Hopefully, maybe Mecca might put a sample of it in the next Beauty Loop box. I'm sure we're due for a Beauty Loop box soon, I think. Or is it end of October that we get? Or September? No, it might be September that we get our next Beauty Loop box. Jouer Blush and Bloom. These are lip and cheek duos. So they took their powder blushes and they put it in a cream blush formula. This sounds really nice. I like that they're double-ended, like you get two for the price of one. It's not for the price of one, but you get two different colors in one blush stick, which I like. These have a lot of oils in them though. Well, not a lot, but we have squalene oil and rosehip oil in them, supposed to help moisturize and nourish while melting beautifully into the skin. So my skin responds well to rosehip oil, so I feel like it wouldn't get upset if I put these on my I feel like my skin wouldn't get upset by these. So yeah, I like them. No swatches. Let's jump onto Jouer's Instagram and see if they have don't quote me, but looks like one of the kits, but there was watermelon. Oh God, why do they have to ruin everything with watermelon? I'm good for serums at the moment though. I just brought the Edible Beauty number 3 and the Volition Strawberry Serum. How are you finding the Edible Beauty serum? Because I always like scroll past the Edible Beauty stuff and I'm like, oh, it looks all right, but it's quite expensive. No swatches. That's annoying. That is very annoying. There was only a Beauty Loop in July, so October. Okay. That's fair enough. Yeah, because July, I keep thinking July was last month, but we're in September now. Gosh. I cannot keep up with time at the moment. The struggle is real. A new product coming from Milk Makeup. And for those of you that are interested, Eden informed me that you can get, oh, I might have to check her message again. You can get, I think she said Cult Beauty shipped Milk Makeup to Australia now. Sorry, I'm just checking the message that she sent me. Yes, Cult Beauty ship Milk to New Zealand and Australia. So if you are interested in trying Milk Makeup, check out Cult Beauty and you can get your stuff through them. So this is the Hydro Grip Setting and Refresh Spray. It's an alcohol-free dual phase setting and refreshing spray. Set your makeup for 12 hours, hydrates skin, provides visible, breathable, glassy glow. Interesting. So 2 layers, the blue agave grip phase and the green cannabis glow phase. That's right. Milk love their darn cannabis stuff, don't they? Activate when mixed together. Spray forms a weightless, invisible layer to grip and set makeup for 12 hours. Can also be used before makeup to prep the skin. Mist throughout the day onto clean skin or over makeup to refresh, revitalize, and provide a visibly glassy glow. I don't know about you guys, but I don't reapply my setting spray throughout the day. And I feel like if I do, it just adds to the oiliness. Like it just adds an extra layer of like wet to my face, and it just makes my makeup look greasy and gross. So I wouldn't reapply this through the day. I don't know. Her skin does look really glowy. I would have to put this to the test. If I was buying something from Milk Makeup, I probably would add this to my cart and be like, I'm going to try that. I'm a stickler for, like, I see these claims and I'm like, I'm going to prove it. I want to prove it wrong. It doesn't really work that well. All these bold, glorious claims, and I'm like, I'm skeptical. Cult Beauty has had a delay on shipping milk to Australia, but they said it won't be much longer. As in, they said that the delay won't be much longer, or they said that they won't be shipping milk to Australia for much longer. Oh, Alice, hello, beautiful. Welcome. Okay. Next, is it? Yes. Okay. This is a new palette coming out from KVD Vegan Beauty. And I will say, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And another thing, this is the thing that I was talking about, okay, won't be shipping. Okay. Kylie has confirmed. So they won't be shipping to Australia just yet. The service is still coming. Okay. But at least it's coming. At least it's coming. We haven't been able to get Milk Makeup since it launched. So a little bit more of a wait won't hurt. Okay. This palette really intrigues me. It's very interesting to me. So this is the Edge of Reality palette. I believe that's what it's called. Enter the Edge of Reality, Dream Up. No, what's it called? Is it called the Edge of Reality? Dream Up Camera Ready looks with our 100% recyclable palette. That's what I'm very interested about. This 100% recyclable palette filled with 14 pixel perfect vegan pigments, including shimmers that can be used wet or dry. So we have 5 hyper blendable mattes and 9 eye-catching shimmers, introducing 2 special effect flip shades. So duochromes. That's what they're trying to say there, is they have 2 duochromes in the palette. I love how they try and make it sound all fancy, and it's like, mate, it's just a duochrome. Like, calm your farm. Do we have any swatches? Oh, why do they never include swatches on their freaking Instagram accounts? Are there any in this one? We might be able to see the... Oh, we're looking at swatches right now. Okay, that's kind of pretty. I just want to know, like, if the packaging is 100% recyclable, what's it made out of? Like, can you just tell us what it's made out of? Like, is it just cardboard? It looks really pretty. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I saw it and I was like, hello, Kat Von D. I mean, KVD Vegan Beauty. I just wish they would change the name. It's so clunky. Probably still plastic. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, do they mean it's 100% recyclable as it is made out of products like, you know, like ocean waste or something like that? Or is it 100% recyclable because it's made like you, the consumer, can recycle it? Yeah, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on this palette because I don't hate it. Like, I think the packaging is really pretty. It does look like it might potentially be like a thick palette, which I don't like that, but I'm going to keep an eye on this palette because it looks pretty. It looks pretty. And I would like to, if it's a palette that I could potentially see myself using, or like I like the look of the swatches more when better swatches come out, I could potentially see myself buying it because I like to, you know, you want to support a brand that's done a good thing. Like, they got rid of Old Mate Cat, so you kind of want to give them a good kudos for doing a good thing. Okay, here we have some kids makeup. It looks like crap. This is part of the holiday collection from Too Faced. This is my Enchanted Beauty Christmas collection. It's available 15th of September. So we have the Unbearably Glam set of sparkle and pops of color. Is that it? Sorry, what? Jared, really? And then the Foxy Neutrals, which I'm assuming is this one. Like, what? This is not colorful, but set full of sparkle and pops of color. Are you kidding me? And then this is the neutrals. Set rich with seductive creamy neutrals. These don't even look rich. The set also includes a highlighter blush and Too Faced favorite mascara, which is Better Than Sex, which is a shit mascara. Yeah, I'm not buying this. This is crap. This is crap. I feel like Too Faced gets worse every single year. Yeah, I feel like Too Faced gets worse every single year. And I feel like it's getting to the point where Jared's like, oh, do I have to do a Christmas collection? And his PR team or his marketing team's like, yeah, you should do a Christmas collection. Everybody buys more makeup at Christmas. And he's like, oh, just put those 9 shades there together and put a fox on the palette and call it a collection. Like, it looks so lazy. Like, the only thing that's good about it is like the cute little thing on the front. That'll probably be what makes people buy it. But he's calling it a colorful palette. Like, this is not colorful. And then richly pigmented or rich seductive neutrals. These aren't rich. Like, they're probably not going to show up on any other than the black. They probably wouldn't even show up on anyone's skin tone deeper than me. And I am like a sheet of paper white. Like, no, this is terrible. This is terrible. Probably still plastic. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see anywhere about the Kat Von D palette what it's actually made out of. Stevie says, I actually want this. I can understand why people would want this. Like, if the formula is good, I feel like this is something that you would have to swatch before you buy it. If the formula is good, I think it would be a good gift set. I personally, as you just found out, I'm not going to buy it. If the formula is good, I think it could be like an everyday palette, this one here. But I don't need it because I have that many neutrals in my collection. Kylie says, a Too Faced holiday release is getting worse every year. Yes, they are. I don't own any Too Faced stuff, so I'd rather buy neutral. That's fair enough, Stevie. I just always proceed with caution with their Christmas stuff because I always feel like their Christmas stuff isn't as good quality as like their normal regular stuff. I feel like they go with like a cheaper manufacturer for their Christmas stuff than their normal collection stuff. Next, we have, I believe yes, this is another Too Faced palette. I'm getting deja vu. I'm getting deja vu. This palette looks a little bit like this one. Did they just copy the color story that this lady came up with and put it in a Christmas collection? Kind of looks like that. This is the Mario, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Amor Caliente palette. See, the swatches on this look nice. The swatches on this look pretty. And you would hope that because it's a collaboration with an influencer, that they wouldn't let the palette be released without it being good quality. That being said, Too Faced doesn't have a good history of collaborating with influencers. But this does look pretty. This color Santa Monica here is very pretty. It looks like it's got a duochrome shift to it. That's very pretty. I like this one here. The rest are just kind of neutrals. Yes, that's exactly what I was referring to. I love how she threw shade in the new release that the palette that she came out with Beauty Bay. She put a subtle shade in there. Yeah, I forget what the shade was called, but it was like Stronger Than Ever or Better Than Ever or something like that. One of the shade names. Now it's going to rack my brain if I don't find it. Can't remember which one it was. Redemption. I think it was Redemption. Yeah, it was Redemption. Yeah. Just a little shade. Not too much. Just a little sprinkling. Another product, I feel like Kimchi Beauty is becoming the new ColourPop. This is a new release from Kimchi Chic Beauty. This is the Candy Lips Lip Mask. Minty fresh, ultra hydrating, wear overnight to maximize hydration. No need to take her off in the morning. She can be worn all day to moisturize, can be used under your favorite lip product. This actually sounds like my kind of lip product. I love like thicker lip products to wear overnight. So my go-tos at the moment are the Nuxe Rêve de Miel or the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. And I just wear them, like I slather it on before I go to bed and wake up in the morning and my lips are like resurrected. So I've been thinking about trying some products from Kimchi Chic, but nothing's ever really stood out to me. But I could see myself, trying this. If I ever do like a full face of Kimchi Chic Beauty, I would definitely pick this one up as well while I'm at it because it sounds good. The only thing I will say is I don't like the minty feeling when I'm going to bed. I don't feel like my lips need to be plumped before I go to bed. How do you kiss Harvey with lip mask on? He normally takes it. He normally is like, oh, did you just put lip balm on? And then he kisses me to take it. That sounds really gross, but I'm like, don't you dare kiss me. I just put my lip balm on. Okay, now I'm kind of down for this. I don't need any more, but I'm kind of down for this. New Glossy Posse Holo Days Edition Mini Gloss Bomb Collection. It has a mouthful and a half. Coming. These are, from what I can see, all new shades. And I am digging it. They look pretty much, they look almost identical to some shades that are already in the collection, but I think I'm going to buy it. I don't need any more of these, but I do really like the Fenty Gloss Bomb formula. So I think I'm going to buy this. These look beautiful on deeper skin. Like this ruby one, they look beautiful. And then we have this, which I think I think I'm going to get these as well, but I don't know, if they come out with like a duo pack over Christmas that have a nude, maybe like a nude and a red or a nude and the pink, I think I'll pick that one up over this one. But definitely going to get the Glossy Posse set, I think. These are beautiful, but I just wouldn't wear them all the time. Like, I think that I would really like them. I think that the colors would really suit me, but I just wouldn't wear them enough to get my money's worth. But then in saying that, if they're a mini, I wouldn't have a mini sitting in my collection collecting dust. So maybe I might pick up both. I don't need both, but I might pick up both. If you order over on their website, you get these for free. A mirror, mini mascara, and a little makeup bag. Yeah, maybe I will get the mini set because I would prefer these colors in a mini if I was going to try the formula. I don't like their packaging though. This is really annoying. I feel like I'm not going to have anywhere to store this in my collection. It's going to have to be in like my bottom drawer, and then I definitely will forget about it. Betty says, me too. I've developed a love for gloss bombs. Me too. I've got one in my, my mini marathon challenge at the moment. And I'm like, this is so good. Like, if I could just wear this lip gloss every day, like I would be happy. New collection from a brand that doesn't ship to Australia. Yes, I am dirty about the fact that they don't ship to Australia. Hip Dot. So these are two new 9-pan neutral palettes. And I will say, I kind of love this palette. I don't know what it is. It's very cool tone. It looks beautiful. I love how it's got these kind of purpley colors in there. I think it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. I do like the more neutral one as well. But this one is singing to my soul. You can get them individually for $22 US, or you can get the bundle for $40 US. I would like to try this brand, but they don't ship to Australia, and I am really dirty about it. Ship to Australia, Hip Dot. God damn it. All my other lip glosses will feel neglected. Yes, that's definitely what my other lip glosses are feeling right now. But I don't really care, to be honest. I really should try and use up my other lip glosses and then just only have the ones that I love. I went through a stage when I first started buying makeup that I was like, gotta catch them all when it came to the, what are they called? The NYX Butter Glosses. I have so many of those glosses that I barely ever use, but I really should try and pan some of them. Do any of you guys have like almost the whole range of the NYX Butter Glosses? Is that what they're called? I think they're the Butter Glosses. Like everyone was raving about them on YouTube back in the day, beauty YouTube. Everyone was like, butter glosses, that's where it's at. And I barely ever use them. I seen that brand in a subscription box the other day. Interesting. It might have been, I think they've been in BoxyCharm. I think it might have been BoxyCharm. This brand, the owner of this brand used to work with, I think it's Pat McGrath. That's why I'm very interested in this brand. I'm very interested to try, this brand because, yeah, I think she used to work with a famous makeup artist, and I'm pretty sure it's Pat McGrath. So I feel like she would know, where it's at. I did have a long time ago. I think I've decluttered most of them now, though. I only have one NYX Butter thing. I'm very happy for you, Stevie, because they take forever to use up. I've never tried them. I used almost exclusively Nutrimatics for 30 years. Oh, my mum used to be a Nutrimatics lady too. When I was really young, my mum did Nutrimatics. And then as I got a little bit older, when Nutrimetics, the owners, like they changed owners, they sold to a new owner. She didn't really like what was happening. So she switched across to Mary Kay. And then ever since like she left Nutrimetics, she's been on and off Mary Kay for many, many years, like most of my teenagehood and early adulthood. And then Mary Kay left. That's why I have so much Mary Kay stuff, because mum's been like on and off Mary Kay consultant like ever since I was probably maybe like 15 or something. Carolyn, I used to only use Nutrimetics, but now it reacts to my skin. That's one of the reasons why my mum left Nutrimetics, because she felt like they changed all their formulas and wasn't really happy with it. The only thing that we still buy from Nutrimetics is their like all-purpose, it's like their dishwashing liquid. That's pretty much the only thing that mum still buys. Are they still alive? I remember them from years ago. Yes, they are. They're still going strong, Nutrimetics. I still randomly have people that I'm friends with on Facebook pop up and they're like, I'm a Nutrimetics consultant. You know, the normal like MLM marketing spiel of like, change your life, join Nutrimetics. It must be terrible to have such sensitive skin. They do have a sensitive range and now a vegan range. Interesting. I did not know that. I don't have much from Nutrimetics. Like I said, we still occasionally buy or I know mum still like religiously buys it because she finds that it's one of the only hand washes that my dad can use that gets rid of all of the, like, because my dad works in Greece and like he's always grotty. It's like only the one of the only things that can like clean his hands, but not like make them super strippy. Like a lot of the industrial soaps make his hands really, really dry and sore. And I use it as like my dishwashing liquid because you can buy a huge tub and it's pretty cheap when it's on sale. I have some Nutrimetics palettes in my kit I was gifted, but wasn't game to use them on my eyes. I didn't know they had a vegan range. Yeah, I didn't know they had a vegan range either. Cara, I'm still a consultant, but just mainly for myself. I'll hit you up if I ever need anything from Nutrimetics. Yes, Nutrimetics, Mary Kay. Mary Kay left the Australian market and Australian and New Zealand, I think. And I think they only gave their consultants like 3 weeks notice or something. So everyone that was like quite high up in Mary Kay was like, what do we do now? So Morphe 2 are adding some new products to their collection. We have the Brow Crush Tinted Brow Gel, the Happy Glaze Lip Gloss Gleam Catcher Illuminator, L Balm Lip Balm, and the Prep Polish Lip Scrub. I don't think I'm Morphe's target market. These girls already have beautiful skin. They already look gorgeous without makeup. So adding like, you know, some illuminator to their skin is obviously going to make them look even more youthful and glowy and gorgeous. I don't feel like this is my I'm Morphe 2's target market. Yeah. Maybe if I'm in Mecca and my Mecca, I don't think my Mecca doesn't have much Morphe stuff. But if I'm, say, like in the Brisbane Mecca, because I think they have a lot of the Morphe stuff and they have Morphe 2 on display, I might, you know, ask for a sneaky sample of the foundation or something. But I don't think I would be happy with the coverage on my skin of the foundation. I think it would be too like tinted moisturizing for me. I prefer like a little bit, like that little step above a tinted moisturizer. Kind of like if any of you have ever tried the Bourjois CC cream, I really like the coverage on the Bourjois CC cream. I feel like that's almost a foundation. Okay. Now, I was just dissing Makeup Revolution like 10 minutes ago, but these I quite like. I think that these are really well done. I think the formula is going to be absolutely shit, but I like this collection. I think they've done these little capsule palettes really, really well. I commend them on their design and the fact that they're not really like they're copying other brands, but without being an exact copy. Like they're copying the trend, but they're not taking like the ColourPop Just My Luck palette and exactly recreating it. Or they're not taking the, the Huda Beauty nude palettes and the neon palettes and exactly creating it. They've already done that with the Huda Beauty palettes, but these are like monochromatic palettes. They're following the trend, but in their own format. And I think that this is going to do much better for the brand than exact copying. The ones that are standing out for me is this green, the red. I like these nudie ones. The purple, I feel like it isn't quite purple enough for me. I feel like it's a touch too pink. This one here and this one here, I feel like they should be in this palette and we should have more purples. There's too many nudes and too many pinks in this palette for it to be purple. This color here looks nice though. How much are these going to be? These are going to be US $9. I don't hate this collection. I think the formula is going to be terrible, but I think that they have done a good job with this collection. I'm loving two different foundations at the moment, the Bite Beauty and the ColourPop. I've heard so many good things of the ColourPop foundation. Is it the Pretty Fresh foundation? I think that's the one that everyone raves about. Next time I place a ColourPop order, I am going to be adding that one to my cart because everyone I've heard talk about that foundation says it's amazing. I've been wanting to try the ColourPop foundation. Can't figure out which shade I am though. Oh, it's so hard with ColourPop. I feel like their shades are so, like they're so close and there's so many like just subtle differences between the colors. It's hard to pick a shade. Like the concealer that I got said that I was that shade, but I feel like it was way too light for me. And I don't think their photos on their website with the foundation color matches are the best. Oh my God, speaking of Huda, I retried the concealer since it's just sitting in my collection and I really don't like it still. So disappointing. Is that the one that's supposed to be almost like cement? I think that's the one. Yeah, I feel like Huda Beauty's way of doing her makeup, like her brand is very, it's very in tune with how she does her makeup, and how she does her makeup, I don't really like. Like, for example, there's a video, I think Robert Welsh reacted to it. There's a video where she puts the illuminator, the body illuminator that she has in her collection on her face. Excuse me. And she looks like an absolute grease ball. And then she puts the foundation over the top and her foundation is so thick that you can barely, like you can't see any of the illumination coming through from the product that she just put all over her face. And on top of that, she uses so much product. She puts so much product on her face. It's ridiculous. It's like how much Jaclyn Hill puts product on her face. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when you see Jaclyn Hill with how much Shape Tape she puts on, and then you try it on yourself and you're like, what on earth? Like, how on earth do you do this? Yes, I brought two shades. That's a smart way of doing it. And at least it's only like if you're only spending like $12 for a foundation, you don't feel as bad buying two shades. Whereas when it's like $70 for a foundation, you're like, oh, it's risky. You think Shape Tape is dry? Well, this is ridiculously dry. And when I touched my face, it was powder on my fingers. Oh, it just comes off. Gross, gross, gross. That sounds gross. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's a good idea. I have a light and medium. Figured if one was too light, I could mix them and also wear the darker one in summer. That's a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. We have some sneak peeks of the MAC holiday packaging. It looks pretty, but I probably wouldn't buy anything from it. I don't even remember the last time I brought something from MAC. I think it may have been when we went to maybe when we went to Europe, or maybe when we went to Japan. I can't remember, but it would at least be anywhere from like 2 to 5 years was the last time I brought something from MAC. Even their holiday collections, I feel like their holiday collections are just like carbon copied from the last year, but just with a different packaging. Like they've done, what is it, Whisper of Guilt and Lightscapade as the Christmas highlighter for like the last 5 or 6 years. Okay. Well, just, yes, we need to talk about that. Definitely. There's a lot of sneak peeks for Christmas stuff coming out. We're probably going to be talking about a lot of Christmas stuff over the next coming months because, you know, Christmas is when the beauty industry goes insane. I just want to talk about this. So I don't think this is I don't know. I'm in two minds about this palette. This is a mini version of the Stone Vibes eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. So this is a 6-pan palette. We also have, fourth collection includes Stone Vibes highlighter. So we also have another version of the highlighter as well from what it looks like here. Oh, okay. This is just the first time I've seen this palette. I feel like I would like this palette more than the bigger palette. Just looks like a better little capsule kind of palette than the other one. I think I'm the same as Jordan, so I'm going to get her shade and a darker shade. Yeah, that's a good idea. If you can find an influencer that has a similar shade, a similar skin tone and coloring to you, then yeah, just buy the shade that they buy. Or there's like those foundation color matches. If you punch in like a couple of different foundations that you have, and if they all spit out like the same color comparison, that's a good way to do it as well. I often do that. Like I'll put in a couple of different colors, or if I have a foundation in my collection that I really like the color match, I'll lean more towards whatever the color comparison for that one is. We have a few kits coming from Tatcha, and I would really like to see this come to Australia because I'm kind of keen on both of them, both of the kits. I think I've tried this one, which is the Dewy Skin Cream, and I think I've tried the Water Cream. Maybe it's the Water Cream I've tried. I think I've tried one of them, not the other one. And what else came in that set? I think it was it might have been the oil cleanser. I can't remember. But I think both of these kits are really good. This is the Rice Wash. This is the Dewy Skin Cream. And this is the Peony Eye Cream. Then we have the Deep Cleanser, the Water Cream, the Liquid Silk Canvas, and the Kiss You Lip Mask. So I'm keen to try the lip mask, the Liquid Silk Canvas, and the eye cream. So maybe I might get both. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about Tatcha. I think it's overpriced for certain products. But I think buying it in the kits is a good way to try different products in the range. But I still hands down think that they overscent their products. They use too much perfume in their products. Some of the products I'm like, oh, Jesus, too much. Like just trying to back a few notches. I plan on getting one of these kits. Everyone loves it. Yes, the kits at Christmas time from Tatcha are pretty good value too. Okay, I'm going to skip over a few things. Otherwise, we're going to be here forever today. I just want to talk about this because I don't get it. Question mark. I'm just not about this. So this is a lip set. It comes with a mini red lipstick. It comes with a applicator, and it also comes with a lash glue. So this is like Instagram makeup to the max. It comes with 3 red crystals and a glitter. Like, you're only going to use this for Instagram makeup. It might be like, I would be more inclined, if I was going to get this set, I would be more inclined to use these on my face than on my lips. Like, I wouldn't do this jeweled lip look. I probably would do it once and absolutely hate it. But I would potentially use these like in eye looks or on my face. I don't know. You can get these little crystal jewel things from like AliExpress for like 1/10 of this price, even less. You can get them on eBay. Like, as long as you're not sticking them in your eye, then it's fine. It's fine. I love Japanese and Korean skincare, but the fragrance level is a big problem for me. Yeah, some of their stuff is so scented, and it's like really strong floral, or it's like really strong lavender. I hear you. I'm in the same boat, Alice. Like, some of their stuff, I'm like, gee whiz. And if it doesn't dissipate quickly and you can smell it all day, it's like, ugh, like it makes you queasy. She did a similar glitter lip kit as one of her very first products years ago. I paid a fortune for it and have only used it once. That's something that I would do. Yeah, I remember that kit as well. That was when the glitter lip trend was really popular. Like those, what was it? The Ciate glitter flips, the ones that you rub your lips together. I fell for that trend too. I brought them. Betty says, no. Yeah, it's only Instagram. Like, it's only for Instagram makeup. Okay, we have more makeup vomit from Too Faced. Now, I will say I am shitting on it, but I probably will pick up this set because I really like the Too Faced Melted Mattes, and the Christmas scents are always really good. So I'll probably pick up this set. I don't think I will. I probably wouldn't use caramel apple. I already have sugar cookie from the Christmas set from last year. So I hate it. Why would you double up? Like, there are people that are like diehard fans of these sets. I know people, Kat and Haley, I'm looking at you, that brought 2 of these. Like, they went back and brought another set of these because they liked it so much. So if those people buy this set again, that means I'll have 3 sugar cookies. Even me that just brought 1 of them, if I buy this set, I've got 2 sugar cookies now. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's annoying. It is a very pretty nude though. I will say that. But I still haven't, like, even a mini, they're impossible to finish. Absolutely impossible to finish. And then there's this, whatever this is. This though. Too Faced. Stop it. This is cute. I like this. This is the salted caramel. If this palette, oh man, I know we're literally just talking about how we don't like scents in products. If this smells like salted caramel, I'll probably just buy it just to smell it. I love salted caramel. Salted caramel is like one of my favorite like dessert flavors. If this smells like salted caramel, I'll just sniff it like every morning when I'm doing my makeup. I'll just give it a whiff. This looks like crap, but I don't mind this. Like, it's not the best. It's just a basic like orangey toned nude palette. But if it's got a good scent, And then this crap. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. The lip set is annoyingly tempting. I know. I like the formula on the Too Faced Melted Mattes. I feel like it's one of the best liquid lipstick formulas. Makeup moment, yes. I just feel like if Too Faced actually just toned it back a little bit, like, you know, just held off and just did like maybe 2 really good sets like just 2 really good sets, maybe a palette and then the lip set, and just sent that worldwide. I feel like if they just focused their energy just into like a few really good sets and called it a day, then that would be so much better than just like this. I feel like this is just what's going on in Jared's mind. Like this is him at nighttime when he sleeps. And he's just like, let's do it all. Like he just can't just do one. Yeah. I'll probably get the lip set. Potentially the salted caramel eyeshadow palette. If no other eyeshadow palette comes out at Christmas time that I like, I might get the eyeshadow palette. And if it smells like salted caramel, I probably won't be able to resist. Too Faced offends me on so many levels. It's the Hallmark greeting card of makeup. Yeah, this is like the Hallmark channel at Christmas time. I know we don't get that here in Australia, but I hear about it from Americans. This is like the Hallmark channel at Christmas time. I think there was there something else in the, oh, that's right. We have another thing that I might potentially get. This is the lip treatment duo from Fenty. I might get this one as well. I might get this one. Oh, I feel like Fenty's going to get so much money from me this year. Alice says, editing, it's a thing. Yes, yes. Especially, like, I know. I know Too Faced has still to this day. It's like he who shall not be named. Like, even after all his shit, even after all Jared's shit, still has diehard fans that buy everything. But I feel like with Too Faced, it's getting to the point where it's too overwhelming. Like Carolyn has said, it's too overwhelming. You can't afford to buy everything that they release. So if you toned it back a little bit, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like when I get overwhelmed and I can't choose, I just end up not buying any of it. So I'm sure there's more people out there like that. Maybe that's why I like it, because I love Hallmark. Yeah, probably. It is very cute. I will say he always does a pretty good job on like the packaging design. Becca. We haven't seen much from Becca. This is a new palette. I'm assuming it's more highlighter palette. They don't look the greatest, the swatches. And then we have a few sets from KVD Vegan Beauty. We have, looks like mascara, tattoo liner, and a mini of the liquid lipstick. And then a mini lipstick set. And what's in this one? Oh, is that the... Oh, okay. It's a travel size of the liner, mascara, and a liquid lipstick. I feel KVD Vegan Beauty really need to, I feel like, do an overhaul of the liquid lipsticks, because they keep coming out with sets that include the liquid lipsticks, especially at Christmas time. But I feel like the majority of people that would buy those sets already have them in either the full size or mini sets from previous years. So I do feel like that KVD Vegan Beauty need to do an overhaul on the liquid lipsticks. Like maybe come out with some different colors, maybe do like a 2.0 of some of the colors, and then do it that way. I definitely feel like anyone that would buy those sets already has it. What else do we have? Mario Badescu minis. That's another brand that comes out with sets galore at Christmas time. Benefit, like they couldn't be bothered coming out with new products. So they just stick a whole heap of minis or existing products in, stick a whole heap of products in sets and call it a day at Christmas time. Benefit do have really good value sets at Christmas time, though. I'll say that, especially if you want to try any of their eyebrow stuff. I would recommend 100% getting it in a set, because you can get like one of everything pretty much for the price of like 2 of their full-size products. We have lots of sets. I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this one. I really hope at Christmas time, hear me out here, I hope at Christmas time, Sol de Janeiro comes out with a set that has the shampoo and conditioner, a body wash, and the Bum Bum cream in the full size. I want the Bum Bum cream in the full size, a mini of the shampoo and conditioner, and then either the body wash, I want to say the body spray, but I still have one up there. So probably the body wash in a set. That would be like dream Sol de Janeiro set. I always treat myself to a Sol de Janeiro set at Christmas time because they're better value, and I can't justify spending a lot of money on a full size of the Bum Bum cream. So Bum Bum cream in Australia is like $70. The sets are usually anywhere from 90 to I think 120. So the 120 sets are the ones that have the big, like, I think the one last year that was 120 had, I think it was a full size of the Bum Bum. I think it was the body spray, a lip balm, and the body wash maybe, I think. I can't remember. But they're good value, especially for us in Australia. Like, you're spending $70 for a full size of essentially body lotion. If you can get it all in a set for a cheaper price, then it's great value. Because Becca are hiding after the Zero debacle. What was the Zero debacle? Remind me? I can't remember. Lip vinyl set. Oh, okay. Maybe they had a lot of old stock. I feel like that's what they did with the eyeshadow palettes that they've been releasing. They had lots of stock of the palettes. It's a lip vinyl set, not liquid lipstick. I was looking yesterday. Interesting. So, okay. I don't think I've tried. Okay. It makes a little bit more sense because I haven't tried the lip vinyls. I've only got the liquid lipsticks. I brought the mini set of the liquid lipsticks that had all the colors in it, like many years ago. Oh, okay. Yes. I understand now. The Zero Color Foundation. I almost brought that because I was like, what is this shit? I want to try it. The Invisible Foundation. Yeah. The primer. That's what it was, really. It was a primer. It was a pore filling primer that they thought they could get away with calling it No Color Foundation. Stupidest thing I ever heard. And then the clear lip gloss for your face. Okay. I can't remember who said this to me. I think it may have been Eden, but I saw this and I lost my mind. Obviously, I'm going to buy the lipsticks because these are my favorite lipsticks. Definitely, I think so far, counting how many lip products I'm buying, I am going to be blowing my Christmas, my no-buy rules. Maybe not on lipsticks, but if I do buy the Too Faced set, I'll definitely be blowing it on liquid lipsticks. But I think so far, I think I'm up to being able to buy 2, maybe almost 3 full-size lipsticks so far this year, based off my rules. My rule was I have to use up 4 mini of anything, 4 mini lipsticks to 1 full size. Oh no, I'm never going to be able to stop buying makeup. Must have the face palette, got to catch them all. Yes. And compared to last year, the packaging on this collection is gorgeous. It's stunning. I love this like thicker, like chunkier component for the lipsticks. I'm excited to see what else is coming out. I would like to see swatches and I'd like to see the names of what's in these palettes, but I will probably buy, I don't want to say both because I don't think I need both, but I'll probably buy this one because I feel like that color there is going to be a good bronzer for me. I think this might be Mood Exposure, which I really like as a blush. I already have it in another palette, but I really like it as a blush. I think this color looks similar to the color that was in the quad from last year. And then if this is Radiant Light, amazing as a bronzer for me. And then these two, I'm not quite sure what colors they are. This one probably I could get away with as a blush for me. And then this looks like Radiant Light. And then these two look like the other two colors. I think Incandescent and Dim Light, same ones that's in the palette that I'm trying to pan at the moment. So I could probably pass on this one. Depends on what this swatch is like. If this swatch is like a blush for me, I don't think I'll be able to resist. I think I'm leaning more towards the bigger palette this year. And obviously the lipsticks. I need those lipsticks in my life. I hope that they come out with, if this is at night, I'm going to be really upset because I think I already have 2 at nights. This looks like it might be one of the nudes. But yeah, I hope it's not at night because I'm pretty sure I already have 2 at nights. I'm praying, just for purely selfish reasons, I'm praying that one of the sets this year comes out with my One Desire in one of the sets because I nearly finished my One Desire and it's my favorite lipstick color like of all time. My favorite lipstick color and formula, and it's only it's a limited edition color from the range. I should check the Hourglass website to see if maybe they sell it through the Hourglass website, but I've only ever seen it in the limited edition sets and it's my favorite lipstick color. I love it. So for purely selfish reasons, I hope one of the lipstick sets that Hourglass does this year comes out with my One Desire. I was seriously looking at this, have only tried setting powder, feel like these are a good introduction. Yeah, the palettes from Hourglass, they're never the best value. Like when you work out price per gram compared to the full-size products, they're never the best value, but it's the best way of trying multiple products from the brand. Like it's the best way of being able to try like a bronzer, blushes, and the what are they called? Oh my gosh, I've totally forgotten oh my gosh, what are they called? The powders, the glow powders from Hourglass. I can't remember the name right now. Total mental blank. This set here, I feel like this is a really good set from Pat McGrath, but the lipsticks are mini, and I've heard so many bad things about the minis that people have said that they break really, really easily. So I think it's a good set, and I feel like this color, the lipstick color would be a really good match for me, like for a nude color. And then you get a lip balm and you get the lip liner. So I feel like for me to be able to try the formula of the lip products from Pat McGrath, it would be a really good set. But I'm a bit heavy-handed. Like I'm a bit of a monster when it comes to using my lip products. So I feel like these would break. Like I would break these probably in the first use because like I feel like I am a monster when it comes to my minis. They break, they smush really easily. I think it's just me. Like I'm too heavy-handed when it comes to applying mini lipsticks. But yeah. You know, if I was going to get gifted this or something like that, I would definitely not say no. I'd be like, you are a legend. You know me so well. Okay. This I love, but I also hate, and it's a little bit scary at the same time. I think that this is a great collaboration. I don't know who, you know how all these brands, they like like the cartoons or the movies, different things like that, they tend to sell their intellectual property to multiple brands at the same time. And I feel like SpongeBob's the next one on the list. SpongeBob's Nickelodeon, isn't it? Like Nickelodeon and Marvel and all of the different movie brands and theaters and all that. They seem to go through their catalog. They start at like A and they go through it and they sell it to as many brands as whoever wants it. And then they move to B, they sell that to whoever wants it. SpongeBob, we're up to S in the Nickelodeon catalog. S is the next one on the list. We've sold it to, Juno & Co. And now we've moved on to Makeup Eraser. So we have a full set. We have a full set of these. Like, I think it's a really good idea because it's 7 days. So you can use, what's his name? Gary on Monday. You can use Squidward on Tuesday. You can use Patrick on Wednesday. I think it's a good set, and I think it's a good way to encourage people to like switch up their makeup remover. Does that make sense? Like, just to stop the transfer of bacteria and stuff. I think having a set of 7 is a great way for people to get in the routine of washing their products, like washing their makeup remover products. I think some of them look a little bit creepy. This one, what's his name again? The little bug thing looks a little bit creepy. Some of them don't look the best quality when it comes to just the imprint. Obviously, it'll still be the makeup eraser quality, but some of them look a little bit, I don't know, just the print transfer doesn't look the best quality. But I think it's a really good idea having a set of 7. I probably wouldn't buy these. I think I would get creeped out too much by these. But I do think it's a good idea having 7. So you can use one each different day. You get to the weekend when you're doing your washing, you throw them all in your little delicates bag, wash them, and then you can have your set ready to go for the rest of the start of the week and go through. I think this is a really good way to encourage people to use a new one every day. So you're not transferring bacteria. It's a good little set. I think this would be a really good set if you have someone like a teenager or a preteen that's starting to get into makeup. I think this is a really good set. It'd be a really good Christmas gift. You can give this to them and it will help encourage them to remove their makeup every day, and it makes it a little bit fun for them. As an adult, like I said, I don't like this. I think it's a little bit creepy, but I think it's a good idea having them smaller size set of 7. I had a Pat McGrath accident yesterday too. I really need to stop. What did you buy? What did you buy? How old are we? I know you have to really be, I feel like SpongeBob is like a couple of years younger than me. The people that were diehard SpongeBob fans are like a little bit younger than me. My age group, you had to, like, your parents had to be like bougie AF and have like Foxtel and Nickelodeon channel for you to be into SpongeBob. I wasn't that fortunate. But if you are a SpongeBob fan and you don't think these are creepy, good idea. I don't think that these, I think they'll only be an online, they'll probably be an online only things through Makeup Eraser if you want to get them. They are really disturbing to look at though. Yes, some of them are very weird. Very, very weird. We have a new brand coming from Madison. Oh, no, sorry, not a new brand. This is a collaboration between Morphe and Madison Beer. I don't know who Madison Beer is, so I'm just going to move on. We also have a new brand. This is Cash Beauty by Kelly DH. I think I don't know who that is either, but I'm excited to see what she's coming out with. I like this, like the seal. I think the seal is really cool. If she includes that in the packaging, I think that'd be really cool. It looks like maybe a foundation or a liquid highlight or something like that. I don't know what this is. I think it might be a liquid highlighter because I think this might be her shoulder with the highlighter on it. And yeah, I'm thinking maybe an eyeliner, something like that. Maybe lip products. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Finally got the Divine Rose 2 after the annoying issue with the cancelling my limited edition pink palette order. Also a mini set of the Lip and the Noir lip balms, which was totally Hayley's fault. Yeah, I saw that she got like all of the lip balms. I keep going on Pat McGrath and I'm like, oh, she's got a sale on, because I think it was like 30% off, and then there was an extra code to get an extra discount. So it worked out pretty good prices, but I still didn't buy it. I think Eden brought a palette and a lipstick or something. She was the one that told me about the extra discount. I was like, stop it. I can't spend more money. We have some skincare coming out from Nude Sticks. We have the Citrus Clean Balm and Makeup Melt Orange plus Apple plus Rosehip. the Lemonade Detox and Glow Micro Peel, and the Citrus Sea Mask and Daily Moisturizer. I don't like this photo. It's kind of tripping me out. So we have yuzu and turmeric in the mask and daily moisturizer. We got lemon, papapin, apple, and pomegranate in the micro peel, and the balm is the orange, apple, and rose. Not quite sure on prices on this. The price would definitely determine whether I would be interested. And I don't know, they're vegan. I don't know. I would much prefer to try the makeup first from Nude Sticks as opposed to the skincare. Okay. Glamlight, hallelujah, has finally brought out a palette. Hold that thought. Finally brought a palette out that isn't freaking chunky and thick and girthy like all the other palettes. It's just a square palette with an ice cream on the front. How good is that? They're obviously starting to listen a little bit to their audience. What is this? What is this? This is the Strawberry Popsicle Lip Trio. We have glosses and a matte liquid lipstick. See, this is the kind of like kitschy packaging that I can get behind. It's wasteful, that's for sure. And it's excessive. We don't need it. But I would prefer something like this as opposed to something that's like permanently on the palette. Oh, we've got a couple of different color sets. Okay. The lip products I'm not really interested in. Let's go back to the palette. The swatches look good on this palette, actually. I brought a Glamlight lip gloss yesterday. Interesting. I've heard good things about the Glamlight formula, I will say. I think it's Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner says that their formula is really good. She really likes it. But I've just never been able to commit to buying it because of the bulky packaging that I cannot store anywhere. Oh, Jesus. Nearly I'm knocking everything off. I'm just... Whoop, sorry, guys. I've just got a puddle of water that's growing from my cold drink that I'm just trying to mop up so it doesn't get everywhere over my laptop. Yeah, I've heard really good things about the formula. So this might be, and some of these colors look beautiful. These lighter duochrome colors look really pretty. So if I was going to get a palette from Glamlight, this would be it probably because it's just a square. It's a big square, but it's easier to store than, you know, a round circle that's really fat like a the fat donut palettes or the taco palettes or the, what was the other one? The burger palette. All of them are hard to store. This is a little bit better than those palettes. And it looks pretty. I'm still deciding if I'll order Pat McGrath. The palette looks pretty. Annette and Angie love Glamlight, and Glamraider gets most of their releases. I'm with you about the packaging. Yeah, it's just too big and bulky, too difficult to store, whereas this one, much better. Much better. I would be more inclined to buy a palette like this as well because if like you kind of encourage the brand to come up with normal shaped palettes, they're more likely to, you know, keep doing that. Glamraider sent an email telling me the Luna Beauty blush palette was back in stock and I needed to make up my free shipping. And I really like the blush palette. I think the blush palette is really good. I think Manny did a really good job on that blush palette. I dig it. Alrighty, not too much to talk about. Where did we get up to last week? I think we got up to here. Yeah. We just spoke about them. What's this? Sneak peek from Midas Cosmetics. Swatches look like they're like mudding together, like they're swatched too much over each other. These are cool. These are two of the colors that are in this palette. Pretty. And what do we have? Oh, we just spoke about them. New stuff from Drench Cosmetics. These don't look the greatest. These swatches don't make the eyeshadows look the greatest. Carolyn is off. I hope that you have a fantastic Father's Day, and have a great week. I'll see you next time. We'll be finished soon, everyone. We'll be finished soon. There's not much left to talk about. I promise. New chrome quad from Lovelux Beauty. This is a purple quad. I like the look of this. This is pretty. No swatches though, which is annoying. This is the Dreamscape Beauty palette. Whoa. This is the Dreamscape palette from Cara Beauty. These look interesting. These ones here. That one and that one. They look very interesting. I don't mind the look of the palette. Shine by SD liners. Ooh, interesting. Classy Cakes collection's been restocked with Davina. We just spoke about them. New palette from Copacetic Cosmetics and MJ Jones 5018. This is the companion palette. So we have a 9-pan palette. Discount Beauty Boutique have Cara, I think. Oh, okay, interesting. Look at the little puppy. That's cute. These are all shimmers. Interesting. Be interested to see some swatches of this palette. Then we have that one again. And these are the liners that are coming out from Shine by SD Cosmetics. Whoop. They are all like neon. These look really good. I would like to see some swatches. That's annoying. No swatches as yet. We might see swatches by next week's video. Hopefully. Cross our fingers. Okay, we're off the hook. We're done. We just full screen it up. Did I just? Yes, there we go. So that is it. That is all of the new makeup releases. I feel like these are going to get longer and longer as we get closer to Christmas with all the new releases that are coming out. Not too many things that I am interested in. There's a few things here and there that I'm interested in. I'm probably going to be keeping an eye on the Mecca new in beauty page and the Sephora new in beauty page to see what they're getting, and maybe pick up a few things here and there. But yes, a few of the Christmas sets that we've already seen are very interesting to me, as always. Yes, so we might cut it there pretty quickly because everyone has to go now because it's Father's Day. For those of you that don't know, I need to figure out how I can get in touch with my father. He's currently at work, so I need to figure out how I can call him and talk to him. Betty is off. Have a fantastic Father's Day, Betty. Feels weird seeing the holiday stuff coming out, given time has been all so over the place this year. I agree. It feels like we are in September, but it feels too early. Like it feels too early to have Christmas stuff, but it's like the usual time that they start bringing out Christmas stuff. Only thing I'm 100% getting is the Natasha Denona palette. Oh, I think I'm going to get that. I'm definitely going to get that, the gloss bomb set, potentially the Stunner Lip Duo, and I think maybe the lip balm set from all the lip products from Fenty. And what was that other thing? Oh, definitely the Hourglass stuff. 100% the Hourglass stuff. if I can get my hands on that, I hope that Mecca do like a what is it? Like, the sneak peek, the early access. That's the word I'm looking for. The early access for level 3s. And I hope that the Hourglass stuff is included in that. I'm never quick enough with Mecca's early launch. And I feel like their launches never go according to plan. Like, they're never the same time that they say that they're going to release them. Might have to call my store and tell them to put stuff aside for me to pick up in the afternoon. Yes, so that is it. Like I said, I'll probably let all of you go because I'm sure you guys have plans for today. If you do, I don't want to keep you around for too long. If you are still here and you haven't already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to these live streams and you do want to keep up to date and get notified when I go live, then make sure you are subscribed. If you're interested, I also have a membership. You get a few extra goodies if you join the membership. So there's that option down below. You can get all the details if you press the join button. All the information's there. And yeah, I will see you again next Sunday, same time, same place, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. I hope that you have a fantastic week. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy, looking after yourself and your family. If you're in Melbourne, please look after yourself. Follow the rules. Don't get yourself into trouble by not following the rules. And yeah, I will see all your beautiful, beautiful faces next week. Goodbye, everyone.